I'm not naked. I'm not naked. I am not naked. Still look like I'm naked. Hey guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I have finally got my hands on the brand new Soph Makeup Revolution palettes, and boy oh boy were these hard to get hold of. They've been out for a little while now, and I swear pretty much every single day I've been trying to get hold of these. I tried to order them the first time around, but the Superdrug website wasn't letting me do it, and then I went to get these in store. When they released in store, I thought, you know what, I'll just pick it up and do a video on that same day. They sold out, and I live in a very small town in Cornwall, and pretty much the majority of people that live here are like farmers or fishermen, so I was thinking there's probably a good chance that I'll be able to still pick one up. Went in that morning and completely sold out. So Soph, you gotta stop being so damn popular. I then did an order on Tam Beauty with next day delivery, and that's actually supposed to arrive tomorrow, but then I got a mysterious package in the post and they've only gone and sent it to me in PR. So first of all, there's going to be a Makeup Revolution haul coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. And secondly, I now have spares of these, so thumbs up for a giveaway. So the first product is an eyeshadow palette which retails for £10, so the same sort of pricing as you'd pick up any other Makeup Revolution palette, but in this one you get 24 shadows, which I think is absolutely insane. So inside, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but you do actually get a plastic sheet which has all the names of the shadows on, which I don't think Revolution normally do, so I love that they've given Soph the freedom to like name the shadows herself. I just did a little count and I believe you get 12 mattes and 12 shimmers, although correct me if I'm wrong. As you can see, you also get a massive mirror inside, which is a really nice touch. And then most importantly, let's just go ahead and talk about the color selection. I mean, you've got a bunch of really nice neutrals, so you could create like a really nice sort of everyday smoky eye look with that. You've got a few more crazy colors like this kind of green shade, which I love the look of. You've got more of like a deep teal, and you've got a purple, so you get little pops of color. The colors in this palette are just so up my street. Like, just looking at it, I already have so many ideas as to what to do with this palette. I mean, obviously you could do like a more kind of everyday smoky eye with the matte shades here, a few shimmers up here as well. You could create a really nice sunset eye with these colors here, mix and match these colors in the middle as well, and create something a bit more fun and shimmery. Like, just on a first impressions, I can't imagine not using any single one of these colors, and usually there's always some sort of like dud in an eyeshadow palette. There's one color that you're not really going to use, but I can literally imagine creating a look with every single one of these. So as far as like the color selection goes, I think Soph, you did an awesome job. We then have the highlight palette, which, let's face it, if you guys know Soph, there is no way she was going to be doing a collaboration without featuring some sort of highlighter. So this retails for £8 and you get 8 different highlighters, so they work out as like £1 each. Again, really nice color selection. I feel like it'll go with a lot of different skin tones, which I think is what Soph mentioned in her video. She wants to kind of cater for everyone. I am just going to quickly go ahead and swatch maybe like 3. Let's go ahead and swatch this one here. Ooh, this gold one here. Ooh, okay, I like the baked ones. And let's do another baked one. Let's do like this one down here. Oh my god. And I'll just quickly swatch it on the back of my hand. Oh yeah, I love the baked ones. I think the pressed ones are meant to be a little bit more subtle, so if you don't want something too intense, then you can kind of go for one of the more pressed ones. But you guys know the baked ones are just so up my street. Like that center one there, which was this gold color here, which is the one that I was mostly drawn to. Love that. And then, like I said, Soph has done like full swatches of this palette over on her channel, so definitely check out that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a few swatches of colors that take my fancy. This color is just calling my name. I think this is called like Pine Tree or something. Oh my god. Might actually have to use that one today. So we have Pine Tree. Let's take a couple of like more neutrally ones. So this like red shade here. Ooh, that's actually very pigmented for a matte. And maybe this kind of burgundy shade. Nice. And then I'll just take this blue one here. Ooh, yeah, I am obsessed with that color. I'll just wipe that highlighter off the back of my hand and I'll just do another quick swatch here. Oh man, okay, wow. They're actually very pigmented. Obviously, normally with a lot of other palettes, the shimmers are the more pigmented ones. It's a lot easier to formulate shimmers than it is mattes, but still, like, those mattes have got some kick to them. I mean, I knew I liked the look of the palette regardless, like just from seeing it online and even just seeing it in person, but I'm actually way more excited about using it now after seeing the pigment and how these colors look. Let's get it on my face. So first of all, to set my base in place, I'm gonna take the shade Pancakes. This is just like a fairly neutral beige matte shadow. Oh, I just remembered it has a mirror, so I can actually use that. Let's just apply that to the lid. So obviously it's not gonna look like much on camera because it's pretty much the color of my skin, but it has kind of like yeah, just set everything in place. I'm then gonna be taking the shade Cup of Tea, which again is another matte, and I'm just gonna use the same fluffy brush and kind of work that into my crease. I feel like I'm gonna be using this shade a lot. It's like the perfect transition for me. Nice. That's pigmented, but not too pigmented, so you're not like putting it down and it's like, oh god, what have I done? Yeah, that's like my perfect crease shade. I use colors like this all the time, and this blends out really nicely. Next, I'm gonna take the color Pug. That's so cute. And again, I'm just gonna take it on the same brush. Just keep it nice and simple for the minute. And I'm just gonna pop that kind of just below where we put the shade Cup of Tea. Take a little bit more. I'm just kind of building up my crease a little bit for now because I do want to pack quite a bit of color on my lid in a second, so I don't want it to look too flat. I'm then gonna take a slightly smaller fluffy brush and I'm gonna go in with the shade Mud Cake, which is like a deeper matte brown. And I'm just gonna pack that on the outer part of my lid. Oh, that's quite pigmented. And just kind of blend that in a little bit. Nice. So at the moment, this is just shaping up to be like a standard kind of everyday eyeshadow look for me, but I do really like the colors so far. I know I haven't used anything crazy just yet, but in terms of like how they blend and like the colors and how they suit me personally, I'm really liking this. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my favorite shade from the palette, which is Pine Tree. It's this like green color. Ooh, that is pretty pigmented. And I'm going to pack that kind of, I don't know, kind of in the center of my lid and out into the outer corner a little bit. It's definitely one you need to build up a little bit more if you want it to look like as intense as it does in the pan. But again, it's like, it's a drugstore eyeshadow palette. It's not going to be the most amazing formula you've ever come across in your life, but it builds up really nicely. I'm actually just going to see how it applies wet. Ooh, yes. If you want something a little bit more opaque, try it wet. This gives me a lot of happy feelings right now. I mean, look at that color. I mean, you guys know I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I don't think I have any kind of color like this in my collection. I'm so obsessed with it. Next, I think I'm gonna take this shade here, which is Sparks Fly, and I'm gonna take that on the same brush. I've just kind of wiped it off in my little shade swap. I'm gonna take it dry again and pop that more so on the inner corner a little bit and blend it in. Oh yeah. But literally kind of like blends perfectly into like the gold flecks in the green. That took like no effort to blend at all, and it's just like done. Just done. There's like the tiniest amount of fallout from packing on that color, but literally like pretty much nothing, and I've brushed it away and it hasn't like stayed on my face or anything. I'm now gonna go back in with that shade Mud Cake, which was the darker matte brown. Just going in with a larger fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna kind of work that over the top again. Just kind of smoke that out even more. I feel like if I was a lizard and if I wore eyeshadow, if I was an eyeshadow wearing lizard, this is what I would wear. Just saying. Just in case you ever wondered what eyeshadow look I would wear as a lizard. This is it. I now think I'm just going to take the same brush that I was using before, but just kind of turn it on its side and take that green shade again and run it on my lower lash line. I'm going quite close to my lashes and just kind of smoking it out. It's almost like when you use it dry, it's like more matte but with like a shimmer running through, and then when you use it wet, it has like a foiled effect. Again, same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that color Petrol, just kind of work my brush in there. And I wanna kind of bring that in on the inner corner a little bit. That's not really showing up as well, but I imagine if it was wet, it would show up a lot better. It's just kind of blending into the green at the moment. I'm then just gonna go back in with Mud Cake with a slightly smaller fluffy brush and just kind of work that over the top and bring it down a little bit. Yeah. And I kind of wonder what it'll be like if I used my finger and I used the shade Sparks Fly and applied that with my finger. Ooh, that's nice. More of that, please. And what happens if we do the exact same but with Pine Tree? Yes. I'm then going to go back in with the shade Cup of Tea, which is like the crease shade we used. And I'm just going to kind of blur out all the edges quickly. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this matte black shade called Nightmare. I'm just going to take it on an angled brush. Hang on. Ooh, that is very pigmented. And that ain't easy to do, so good job, Soph. And I'm going to wiggle that right in my lash line. I'm not going to wear falsies or anything, so I just want to kind of make my lashes look even thicker if I can. I'm just kind of smudging that into my lashes a little bit. And so far, no fallout with the black. There only seems to be fallout with the shimmers, but that's because they've got almost like a lot of glitter running through them. So I know we obviously have the highlighting palette, but I just want to quickly try the colour Fairy Light, which is more like this champagne shade in the palette. And I'm going to apply that to the inner corner first. Ooh, that actually looks a lot nicer when you kind of look away. Like, I was looking at it thinking, was this going to be the shadow that I don't like? But that actually looks really pretty. It's not like super, super intense, but it gives like a nice kind of glow to the inner corner. Huh, should we try a little bit on the brow bone as well? I am obviously going to use the highlighter palette in a second. Yeah, that's good, man. It doesn't look like much when you apply it. It kind of looks like, come on, like any minute now. But it just gives like a nice glow. Good job. All right, I'm pretty happy with how that eye looks for the minute, so I'm gonna go ahead, add some mascara and finish up this eye, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay, so that is the eyes on, and I'm actually really, really happy with how that turned out. I might just add a little bit more of mug cake. Mug cake? Mug, what was it called? Mug cake. Yeah, mug cake. How many times did I say mug cake? So now I'm going to move on to the highlighter palette, which is probably what I was most excited for, and I think I am just going to take this gold shade to start off with on a pencil brush and just kind of pop that on the inner corner. Yes, and also on the brow bone. Whew, she was not messing around with that. I'll quickly try one of the pressed ones as well, so I'm just taking this one here, and we'll just see how much more subtle it is in comparison. That's not subtle. That is still a pop-in highlight. It's actually a little bit more icy. That's nice though. Okay, now I'm really curious. What about this one? Okay, that one's a little bit more subtle, but still, like, they're not just like something you'd sweep on and you'd barely even be able to notice. They're still definitely there. It's just that the baked ones are more of like an intense highlight. I'm then going to go ahead and do my favourite thing ever and take that baked kind of gold shade and whack it on the old Cupid's bow. Can we get like a little hallelujah sound clip in there, because that is so nice. That is what I am talking about, and that's like my perfect kind of champagne-y but still kind of gold colour. It's not like a yellow gold, it's more of like a warm gold. Okay, getting excited now. Okay, brace yourselves. Gonna take my powder fusion brush from Zoeva, give that a little wiggle in the old highlight, and let's see what this can do. Nailed it. Nailed it. Ooh. Shit, boy. I was a little bit worried because obviously when you kind of know someone and you're reviewing their products, I want to be honest with you guys, but I don't want to be a dick. So I was worried that like I wasn't gonna like something, but I'm actually way more impressed than I thought I was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be good, but I didn't think it was gonna be this good. God damn. So I'm currently using one of the eyeshadows as a bronzer because I didn't have one downstairs with me, and that actually works as well. Cup of tea, potentially a very good bronzer. I feel like adding a little bit of this shade, kind of like the rose gold one, to my body. Ooh, yeah. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and as for my thoughts on the Soph Makeup Revolution palette, I loved it. You nailed it, Soph. I mean, I'm sure we're all very familiar with the Makeup Revolution formula. A lot of their products, especially for the drugstore, are so, so good, but you've got to hand it to Soph for the color selection. I mean, the colors in this palette are just so, so nice. Let's not talk about how obsessed I am with that green color. And as for the highlighters, I mean, for me personally, chances are I'll only really use like these 5 shades here. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys, just for this gold shade here, which is like my perfect highlighter shade, I would happily pay the £8 for that. Whew. I'm actually so happy I like that, because I was worried that I was gonna maybe dislike something and then I'd have to tell you guys because I'm always honest with you, and then I was worried that all of Soph's fans would come over here and absolutely kill me. So Thank God I love it. Okay guys, so those are my thoughts on the palettes. I hope you find this video helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and let me know if you're going to be picking it up. If you enjoyed this video, then please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.